The way of the chosen one isn't for the faint-hearted. It's a travel filled with trials, tribulations, and challenges that test the exceptionally pith of one's being. In a world that frequently celebrates the uncommon capacities of the chosen, it's simple to miss the implicit impediments they must overcome. In this video, we'll shed light on the 6 most noteworthy challenges that chosen ones confront on their journey to fulfill their fate. From going up against their most profound fears to learning to believe the travel, we'll explore the covered-up profundities of what it implies to be chosen. Whether you are a chosen one yourself or somebody who increases in value the complexities of their travel, this video will give you with bits of knowledge, direction, and motivation. So let's plunge in and divulge the implicit challenges of the chosen ones. As we set out on this travel of divulging the implicit challenges of the chosen ones, the primary and maybe most significant deterrent they must go up against lies inside themselves, the fight against inner questions and uncertainties. From the minute they realize their one-of-a-kind calling, chosen ones are pushed into a hurricane of desires and obligations. The weight of their fate can be overpowering, driving to a consistent addressing of their own value and capability. Am I really prepared for this? Do I have what it takes to fulfill my reason? These questions, like whispers within the shadows of their minds, can erode the exceptionally establishment of their self-belief. The struggle with frailties may be a profoundly individual one, frequently covered up underneath the surface of their uncommon capacities. To the exterior world, chosen ones may show up certain, even invincible, but inside, they hook with the fear of disappointment and the stress that they may not live up to the desires put upon them. This internal turmoil can be all-consuming, undermining to crash their advance and ruin their development. In any case, it is vital for chosen ones to recognize that these questions and frailties are not shortcomings, but or maybe openings for significant change. By going up against and recognizing these internal battles, they start to create a more profound understanding of themselves and their reason. It is through this prepare of self-discovery that they can begin to develop a steadfast conviction in their claim capacities and the way laid out sometime recently them. To overcome these inner challenges, chosen ones must learn to grasp self-compassion and hone self-care. They must remind themselves that their worth is not characterized by their triumphs or disappointments, but by their immovable commitment to their travel. It is fundamental to encompass themselves with a support system of trusted people who can offer direction, support, and a listening ear amid times of self-doubt. Moreover, chosen ones must learn to reframe their uncertainties as openings for development and self-mastery. Each question overcome, each fear confronted, gets to be a confirmation to their flexibility and quality. By seeing these challenges as venturing stones rather than obstructions, they can develop an attitude of tirelessness and assurance. As they navigate this inner scene, chosen ones must moreover keep in mind that their travel is one of a kind and cannot be compared to others. Comparison is the cheat of bliss and can advance fuel questions and uncertainties. In step, they must center on their claim way, trusting within the unfurling of their fate and the lessons they are implied to learn along the way. By standing up to and overcoming their inner questions and uncertainties, chosen ones lay the establishment for a more grounded and true travel. They start to get it that their true power lies not within the non-attendance of fear, but in their capacity to rise over it. As they proceed to face the implicit challenges that lie ahead, this inward quality will serve as a directing light, lighting up their way and engaging them to grasp their true potential. Within the Another section, we'll explore the moment challenge chosen ones must confront, exploring forlornness and segregation. As they walk a way that few can really understand, chosen ones must learn to discover comfort and association within the middle of their uncommon travel. As chosen ones continue their journey, having confronted the inside fights of questions and uncertainties, they frequently discover themselves stood up to with another significant challenge: the forlornness and separation that comes with strolling away that few can genuinely get it. Being a chosen one is an uncommon experience, but it can moreover be a fantastically segregating one. As they embark on their special travel, chosen ones may discover that their encounters, battles, and triumphs are troublesome for others to relate to. The exceptional qualities that set them apart, their increased mindfulness, their faithful devotion to their purpose, can create a sense of partition from others who are not on the same way. This confinement can show in different ways. Chosen ones may feel misconstrued by their loved ones, who may battle to get a handle on the profundity of their calling. They may discover it challenging to associate with others who are not hooking with the same existential questions or confronting the same exceptional challenges. The weight of their duties can too lead to a sense of confinement, as they may feel that they must bear the burden of their predetermination alone. In any case, it is vital for chosen ones to recognize that this forlornness isn't a sentence, but, or maybe an opportunity for profound development and self-discovery. Within the isolation of their travel, they have the chance to develop a more profound association with themselves, to tune into the whispers of their soul, and to discover quality in their possessed company. To explore this confinement, chosen ones must learn to look for out-connection in flighty ways. They may discover comfort in interfacing with others who share a comparable way. Indeed, in case their ventures are not indistinguishable, they can look for out-guides or guides who have strolled the path before them, learning from their intelligence and finding consolation in their understanding. Additionally, chosen ones must learn to reframe their forlornness as an opportunity for self-reflection and otherworldly development. In the calm minutes of isolation, they can dig more profound into their claim hearts, going up against their fears and discovering the genuine profundities of their flexibility. They can utilize this time to develop odes of self-care and self-love, nurturing their possessed spirits and finding refuge within themselves. It is additionally fundamental for chosen ones to keep in mind that segregation does not cruel disengagement from the world around them. Additionally, chosen ones must learn to encompass themselves with a steady community of people who get it and appreciate their travel. Whereas they may confront resistance from a few, they can moreover look for like-minded souls who can offer support, direction, and a safe space to share their experiences. Building a range of bolster is vital in weathering the storms of resistance and keeping up a sense of association and reason. It is additionally vital for chosen ones to keep in mind that resistance can be openings for development and change. Each challenge they confront, each cynic they experience, gets to be a chance to develop their possessed conviction and clarify their possessed way. By learning to stand firm in the face of adversity, they create a level of inner quality and resilience that will serve them throughout their journey. Ultimately, the key to confronting resistance and opposition lies in maintaining a sense of viewpoint and sympathy. Chosen ones must keep in mind that those who stand up to their way are regularly acting from a put of their claim, restrictions, and fears. It may show as well-intentioned concern from cherished ones who fear for their security or joy, or as by and large criticism from those who view their way as misinformed or foolish. This resistance can be deeply challenging, as it can shake the exceptionally establishment of their conviction in themselves and their reason. Be that as it may, it is vital for chosen ones to recognize that this resistance isn't a reflection of their worth or the legitimacy of their travel. Or maybe, it is regularly an appearance of others' claim, fears, frailties, and constrained understanding. Those who stand up to or restrict the way of the chosen one may be hooking with their claim unresolved issues, or may feel debilitated by the idea of somebody seeking after a life that goes astray from societal standards. To confront this resistance and opposition, chosen ones must cultivate a profound sense of internal versatility and unflinching confidence in their possessed way. They must learn to tune out the clamor of outside suppositions and center on the quiet voice of their possessed instinct. This requires a level of self-trust and self-assurance that can only be developed through steady internal work and self-reflection. This lopsidedness can have significant results, not as it were for their individual well-being, but also for the very mission they are endeavoring to fulfill. However, it is pivotal for chosen ones to understand that self-care isn't an extravagance, but a need. In a range to really serve their reason, they must to begin with learn to support and maintain themselves. This implies making space in their lives for rest, reflection, and restoration. It implies honoring their claim physical, enthusiastic, and otherworldly needs with the same dedication they bring to their outside duties. To attain this adjust, chosen ones must learn to set sound boundaries and practice discernment in their commitments. They must recognize that saying no to certain requests or demands is not a failure, but an act of self-preservation. By learning to prioritize their claim well-being, they can develop the flexibility and stamina required to sustainably pursue their way. In addition, chosen ones must reframe self-care as an integral part of their otherworldly hone. By tending to their own needs, they are not only honoring their claim humankind, but too extending their capacity to serve others. When they appear up for themselves with sympathy and care, they can bring that same nearness and profundity to their intuitive with the world around them. This balance between responsibility and self-care is not continuously easy to realize, and it may require continuous alterations and recalibrations. Chosen ones must be persistent with themselves as they learn to explore this delicate dance, recognizing that it could be a deep-rooted hone, or maybe then a one-time accomplishment. Eventually, the key to acing this challenge lies in grasping an all-encompassing sea of their travel. Chosen ones must get it that their individual well-being and their higher reason are not partitioned, but deeply intertwined. By learning to honor both with rise to veneration, they can cultivate a sense of wholeness and alignment that will maintain them through the numerous trials and triumphs of their way. As chosen ones continue to explore the intricate embroidered artwork of their travel, having hooked with the adjust between obligation and self-care, they discover themselves confront to face with another significant challenge: grasping defenselessness and authenticity in a world that frequently requests flawlessness and similarity. Being a chosen one is not around being flawless or trustworthy. It is almost being profoundly human, with all the complexities, battles, and defects that come with the domain. However, the weight of desire, both from others and from themselves, can make monstrous weight to show a facade of resistance, to hide any cracks within the armor of their supposed quality. This pressure to show up continuously solid, continuously certain, continuously in control, can be choking. It can lead chosen ones to suppress their possessed doubts, fears, and uncertainties, making a detach between their inward world and their external expression. This inauthenticity, not as it were, takes a toll on their claim well-being, but moreover makes obstructions to genuine association and understanding with others. However, it is pivotal for chosen ones to get it that vulnerability is not a shortcoming, but a significant strength. It is through embracing their claim humankind, with all its beautiful imperfections, that they can really step into their power. By allowing themselves to be seen, truly seen, in all their complexity, they open the entryway to profound, true connections with others and with themselves. Additionally, powerlessness may be a key to opening the transformative power of their travel. It is often in the minutes of most prominent vulnerability, in the spaces where they feel most uncovered and crude, that the foremost significant development and knowledge can happen. By learning to incline into these minutes, to embrace the inconvenience of not having all the answers, chosen ones can tap into a wellspring of shrewdness and resilience they may not have known they had. Genuineness, as well, is a pivotal component of this challenge. Chosen ones must learn to show up as their genuine selves, not fair in the quiet moments of isolation, but moreover within the open field of their mission. This implies talking their truth, indeed when it's awkward, and living in arrangement with their deepest values, indeed when it goes against the grain of societal expectations. To grasp helplessness and realness, chosen ones must cultivate a profound sense of self-acceptance and self-compassion. They must learn to amplify the same beauty and understanding to themselves that they so readily offer to others. This involves reframing their possessed battles and blemishes not as liabilities, but as fundamental parts of their humankind, as opportunities for development and association. It moreover means surrounding themselves with individuals who can hold space for their genuineness, who can witness their vulnerability with cherish and non-judgment. Building a community of believe and back is fundamental for chosen ones, as they explore the frequently misleading waters of being completely, unapologetically themselves. Eventually, the challenge of grasping helplessness and realness could be a lifelong journey, one that requires constant recommitment and strength. But it is a travel that lies at the exceptionally heart of the chosen one's way. For it is, as it were, by being fully, profoundly authentic, in all their quality and all their struggle, that they can truly fulfill their reason and touch the lives of others in the way they are implied to. As chosen ones proceed to walk this exceptional way, they start to understand that their most noteworthy control lies not in their flawlessness, but in their readiness to be completely human. By embracing vulnerability and realness, they not only deepen their possessed journey, but too light the way for others to do the same. In the final area, we will investigate the extreme challenge chosen ones must confront, learning to believe the unfurling of their travel and surrender to the significant secret of their destiny. As we near the conclusion of our investigation of the implicit challenges faced by chosen ones, we arrive at the ultimate and maybe most significant test of their travel, learning to believe the unfurling of their way and yield to the extraordinary riddle of their predetermination. Having navigated the inside fights of doubt and frailty, the isolation and opposition from others, the balancing act of duty and self-care, and the vulnerability of true self-expression, chosen ones presently stand at the slope of the extreme jump of faith, letting go of their need for control and certainty and grasping the unknown. The way of the chosen one is not a straight line, nor is it a travel with a clear guide. It is a winding, now and then misleading, frequently eccentric journey into the exceptionally heart of their reason. And whereas they may have glimpses of their goal, the precise route is regularly covered in mystery. This uncertainty can be profoundly unsettling, particularly for those who have been conditioned to esteem control and consistency. The crave to know, to arrange, to strategize each step of the way can be overpowering. And when the way takes unexpected turns or leads into uncharted regions, it can be enticing to question the journey itself. However, it is precisely in these minutes of vulnerability that the genuine test of the chosen one's confidence emerges. Can they believe that each turn and turn, every challenge and mishap, could be a necessary portion of their unfolding? Can they surrender to the wisdom of the travel, even when it defies their understanding? This isn't an inactive yield, but a dynamic choice to align oneself with the greater streams of destiny. It requires a deep, abiding faith, not fundamentally in a specific result, but in the characteristic rightness of the way itself. It implies trusting that indeed the foremost troublesome sections are driving someplace, that indeed the darkest evenings of the soul are gestating a few modern-day break. To cultivate this belief, chosen ones must learn to give up their attachment to a specific vision of how their journey should unfurl. They must learn to grasp the present minute, with all its instability and defect, as the only true reality. This requires a significant move in point of view, from seeing the obscure as a danger to recognizing it as the very space where change gets to be conceivable. Surrendering to the unknown also implies learning to believe one's claim internal direction, indeed when it seems to negate outside expectations or logical reasoning. Chosen ones must create a profound, unwavering association to their own natural shrewdness, permitting it to direct them through the haze of instability. This is not continuously simple, and it may require a jump of confidence that feels overwhelming at times. But it is in taking this leap, in brave to trust the unfurling, even when we cannot see the conclusion, that we open ourselves to the genuine enchantment and potential of the travel. Eventually, the challenge of trusting the journey and surrendering to the unknown is an invitation to significant otherworldly development. It is an opportunity to develop one's faith, not just in a few outside control, but in the inherent shrewdness and rightness of one's possessed way. By learning to embrace uncertainty as the fertile ground of possibility, chosen ones can tap into a source of strength and grace that will support them through every trial and triumph of their travel. As we conclude our investigation of the implicit challenges confronted by chosen ones, we are reminded that these trials are not insignificant deterrents to be overcome, but significant opportunities for change. Each challenge, from the inside battles to the external pressures, from the need for balance to the call for genuineness, from the necessity of belief to the request for surrender, is an welcome to develop, to advance, to gotten to be more fully ourselves. And whereas the way of the chosen one isn't an easy one, it is a path of unparalleled beauty and meaning. For in rising to meet these challenges, in brave to confront the shadows and the instabilities, in choosing once more and again to believe the unfolding chosen ones, not only fulfill their possess unique destinies, but to light the way for others to do the same. Within the conclusion, the travel of the chosen one is a travel of becoming more true, more compassionate, more flexible, more faithful, more completely lively. It is a journey that inquires everything of us, but also gives everything in return. And it is a travel that, in the conclusion, leads us home. Home to our truest selves, home to our most profound reason, domestic to the inexpressible secret that calls us all to the incredible enterprise of life. In our travel through the implicit challenges of the chosen ones, we've uncovered significant truths and transformative bits of knowledge. But the genuine journey is fair starting, and it's one we walk together. To all the chosen ones out there, know that you're not alone. Your battles, questions, and fears are a portion of the sacred path, and with each step, you're lighting the way for others. In the event that these truths reverberate with you, if you feel the call to embrace your possessed way of purpose, at that point, join us. Hit that like button in case you're prepared to rise to the challenge. Subscribe to our channel to be part of a community of individual travelers, and leave a comment underneath, sharing your stories, experiences. Since when we share, we make an embroidered artwork of intelligence that supports us all. But do not take our word for it. Be the proof. Be the living case of what it means to walk the path of the chosen with courage, authenticity, and elegance. And if you're ready to take that step, on the off chance that you're ready to trust the unfolding and grasp the obscure, at that point, hit that like button, like it's the primary step on your travel. Subscribe as in the event that you're signing your name to the sacred contract of your predetermination. And comment underneath as in the event that your words are the rally cry that will awaken the chosen inside us all. The travel proceeds, and we're honored to walk it with you. Let's rise to the challenge together. Being a chosen one is not fair about embracing one's possessed fate. It too means confronting the skepticism, disbelief, and now and then indeed antagonistic vibe of others who may not recognize or esteem their interesting calling. This resistance can come from numerous sources: family individuals who stress almost the unconventional way they've chosen, companions who battle to relate to their encounters, or even society at large, which may see their travel with doubt or rejection. The restriction chosen ones confront can be both inconspicuous and obvious. They can still discover ways to contribute to their communities, to share their blessings and bits of knowledge, indeed in case their path is distinctive from others. By coming out and advertising their one-of-a-kind viewpoint, they can bridge the crevice between their exceptional encounters and the regular lives of those around them. As chosen ones explore the challenges of depression and separation, they start to understand that their solitude isn't a weakness, but a quality. It is within the calm minutes of contemplation that they can genuinely listen the call of their predetermination, and it is through their self-reliance that they can create the guts to seek after it. As chosen ones proceed to explore the implicit challenges of their travel, having confronted the inside fights of questions and uncertainties and the separation that comes with strolling an uncommon way, they unavoidably experience another noteworthy deterrent: the resistance from those who don't get it or accept their reason. The weight of this obligation can be all-consuming, as chosen ones feel compelled to commit each waking minute to their mission, frequently at the cost of their possessed physical, passionate, and spiritual needs. The weight to always be in benefit to others, to always be pushing forward towards their predetermination, can lead to a sense of burnout and exhaustion. Chosen ones may discover themselves ignoring their possessed self-care, putting their claim needs on the back burner as they center exclusively on their more prominent reason. By drawing nearer these challenges with understanding and beauty, they can change resistance into an opportunity for healing and connection. As chosen ones proceed to explore the implicit challenges of their uncommon travel, they start to get it that the resistance and restriction they confront are not impediments to be dodged, but are maybe indispensably parts of their way. By learning to face these challenges with strength, and an open heart, they can transform adversity into a catalyst for their possessed development and advancement. As chosen ones proceed to explore the complexities of their journey, having confronted the internal battles, the segregation, and the outside restriction, they find themselves gone up against with another basic challenge: adjusting the colossal duty of their calling with the essential need for self-care and individual well-being. Being a chosen one isn't a title. It is a sacrosanct obligation, a commitment to a higher purpose that regularly requests great sacrifices.